All right, it's Brother Will, aka Quiet Storm, and we're back with week 10 of our 52-week challenge. Tonight, we're going to be talking about seeds of greatness, sowing seeds of positivity and watering them with reassuring words so God can give the increase of it. Now, when we talk about seed time and harvest, that's actually a spiritual principle that's in place. That's it's going to always be around. Back in Ecclesiastes, I'm paraphrasing, it just says, seed time and harvest, and the cold and the heat, the summer, the winter, and the spring and the fall, those things shall not cease. They're going to always be around. So that means that, any word or action that you put out there and that gets watered, it has potential to bring a harvest. So the illustration that I'm going to use tonight is going to be more from a parenting aspect, but like I said, you can use it in different areas, aspects of your life, whether it's on your job, your finances, excuse me, just your spiritual walk in general, okay? The main thought that we're going to take tonight is that it's easier to pull up a seed than it is to pluck up a root. See, because once things have taken root into your life, it's going to take a lot more effort, a lot more time, a lot more work to get those things pulled up. But if you can catch something in seed form before it really is taking root in your life, you can deal with it a lot easier. Like I said, I was going to give an illustration about my daughter. One of my daughters, Hannah, I have twin daughters. They're 2 years old right now. So one of them, she seemed to be fearful of certain things. Like we had a birthday party for her. She was afraid of Elmo. We went to Chuck E. Cheese. She was afraid of Chuck E. Cheese. We went to the beach. She was afraid to get in the water. So I noticed that, okay, I'm not going to let the spirit of fear take hold of my daughter. So she's young enough to where it's still, in a sense, in seed form. It may have begun to grow, but it's still pretty much in seed form. So I'm saying I'm not going to let this take root. So what I did by faith and by speaking of the word, I pulled up the seeds of fear. And what I begin to do is plant and water, seeds of of courage. So I planted seeds of courage. I water them through reassuring words. Said, okay, Hannah, we're working on your courage. You're going to be courageous. You're not afraid. Water it and things like that. And so what I'm doing now, based on what I planted and what I watered, I'm waiting on God to give the increase or the harvest. The word says that one plants, one waters, but it's God that gives the increase. And so that's another spiritual principle that, in which I applied it to parenting, but it can really be applied to a lot of different areas and aspects of your life. Now, when it comes to the seed time and harvest, like I said, it's a spiritual principle, a spiritual principle. And so what happens with principles like that, forces of evil try to take those principles and things that God put in place to use them against you. So if God said, I hadn't given you a spirit of fear, what evil spirits will do or wicked principalities will try to do is come in and to plant seeds of fearfulness and use fearful situations to water those seeds, and then you live in a life in fear. Or God may call you blessed. What they may try to do is bring in seeds of discord and things into your life to tell you that you're cursed. You see what I'm saying? So, and this is going to be something that continues to happen. So I want to just encourage you tonight to really take control, be mindful of one, what you're planting and what you're watering into your life, and be mindful of what others are planting and watering into your life. Don't allow seeds of negativity to take root in your heart. If someone tries to plant a seed of negativity, you have the power to pull them up. Pull those things up before they begin to water them and to take root. Like I said, the main thing is easier to pull up a seed than it is to pull up a root. So again, this is Brother Will, aka Quiet Storm. This is week 10 of our 52-week challenge, Seeds of Greatness. Hopefully this is an encouragement to you and that you're planting and watering seeds of greatness into your life and the life of your children, friends, and family. Everybody you know. All right. God bless you. See you next week.